Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wednesday's Reflexology Wisdom. I am absolutely delighted to have with me today Ivona King. Now, Ivona has just done something rather exceptional, and you've won a competition, haven't you? And it's not just any competition either.
Yes, it's quite a special one, very special, which I didn't know that I was entering till my other tutor.
Well, back up the bus. You
Okay.
didn't even know you were entering.
No, I've been notified sort of by my tutor from the Holistic Life Wellness and Resilience Diploma course I've been doing.
Yep.
So Jo Permal, she kind of sent me an email just to let you know I've entered you for the nomination as Student of the Year with the CMA.
The
And I
Complementary
thought,
Medical Association.
yes. And I thought, wow. And that's it.
And
That's how I knew I was entered to the.
So
Yes.
you had a big awards event. Where was this?
Right. That was in London. Well, I don't know if you
Look,
can.
you're looking so nervous. Oh, what have you got
I
here?
have to put this against
Yep.
because you can't see it otherwise.
Oh, Ivona, super flash.
Yes, it is very special because I honestly didn't think this will happen, because the story went after Jo nominated me. Time was going by, and that was the CMA Global Excellence Conference, for this year. And she then sent me another email that we've been shortlisted, and that's all what I knew. Nothing else.
Okay.
Shortlisted doesn't mean that you're going to win.
No.
Particularly that later on I find out that there was 800 nominees globally, not just UK. So at the conference there was loads of people. I can't tell you how many, because I was quite overwhelmed as well, because it was very doctors, scientists, amazing people who do therapies, dentists,
Yep.
and everyone who was dealing with holistic approach to health.
Yep.
And integrated complementary medicine, really.
Brilliant. Now, I do have to make a declaration. I am very, very biased, ladies and gentlemen, because Ivona was also a student of mine last year at Jubilee College. So I am absolutely stoked that you got this nomination, but then you went on to win it.
I know. I still can't believe it myself, and I get quite emotional when I.
Tell me, what was it about your nomination that made it the winning nomination?
Do you know, when Jo told me about it, I was a little bit like, why? I didn't do anything special. But in her eyes and other people, wow. So this is the part where, when you have to start telling what you've done.
Yeah, telling your story. Absolutely. Yeah.
So a while ago, as you know, I work for the NHS, and
Yes.
always the passion for well-being, particularly for theatre staff, was just my passion, and particularly to train students to look after themselves and approach themselves very holistically, because I believe when we care for the staff and the young generation, to teach them that, they will give much better quality of care to patients. And obviously thinking, training the students, I'm not getting younger, so I want to make sure I'm going to get good care when the time comes. But joking aside, yes, there was a time of COVID, obviously, and I was doing Kent project, which involved management, really, how to solve issues within sort of companies. And one of the projects again, I wanted to do about well-being. And that time we were receiving a lot of internationally educated nurses, and seeing how they adapt into a new culture, and the weather, everything really was new for them. And even the way we practice here, slightly different. I could see that they were, shall we say, maybe not depressed, but I could see something wasn't right there. So I was kind of mentoring them, you could say pastoral care slightly.
Mm-hmm.
And I approached my matron to say that I would like to build a well-being room, which room,
Within the NHS?
yes, within this trust.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And as you know, there is no money for things like that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, don't. Yes, there is no money for things like that. There are other things sort of uh, in priority, but also space.
Mm.
However, I'm very proud to say that my matron, within 3 years, took us 3 years, supported me in that time, and their legal friend at Kent and Canterbury sponsored me to build a well-being room. And I wish I had pictures to show you. It's amazing. And also a couple of colleagues that came on board to help me, like health and safety, infection control, everything, obviously, as is within the hospital, is within the operating department at Canterbury. And what can I say? I'm very proud of it.
Yep.
Because it's a lovely room, but also is a space for, like a prayer room for everyone. It's multicultural and multi-faith space.
Yep.
Where also now I have to mention my colleague Jan Spiker. He was so great that he even helped me to introduce the energy pot.
Energy port?
Yeah, pot. So it's
The
like
energy pot.
yeah, so it's basically like a chair that you can. It reminds me a little bit of a dentist chair, if you know what I mean, because it sets you to the laying down position, and I have literally very spacey, sort of like, you know, you think you're going into moon. You can close the sort of upper body, which you then have beautiful lights. You put headphones on, which play specially created music by, don't ask me the name, one of the professors who've done research on sleep and particularly power nap. And it's recommended that within 20 minutes, it can energize you again. So you're not falling asleep deeply, but enough give the rest to the body to be energized to carry on within your day.
Right.
I've tried it myself. I love it. It's really, really good. And it wakes you up as well.
Right.
So it's perfect, particularly for staff who work under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, as you can imagine.
So this creation of the well-being room, this was part of your well-being and resilience course that you did?
No, that was just my idea first. However,
Okay.
I know what you're gonna say.
Guys, by the way, if you haven't met Ivona before, she's amazing. She's full of ideas. Absolutely brilliant. She really, really is.
Thank
So
you.
let's bring that. So how did you manage to get this award awarded to you? What was it that you had
Okay,
done for
so
that?
following the idea of well-being room, I was already on the diploma with the wellness professionals at work, and like I said, Joe was my personal tutor.
Yeah.
Things happen there as well. Personally, as you know, I've been diagnosed with rare blood cancer,
Yes.
and things had to slow down with my studying. And Joe was very supportive. And then the same time, I was building this well-being room. However, when I received the diagnosis, as you remember, that was a good kick. Like, oh my gosh, I need to hurry up. I'm signing up for reflexology.
I was going to say, Ivona doesn't do things by halves. So she's told she needs to slow down. So you created a well-being room. You went on this. You were on this other complementary course, And you decided to do the reflexology as well.
You know,
Yeah, that really isn't slowing down, is it?
well, you know, it's great. It's great. What can I say? It's great, honestly, because everything was tying up nicely. So going towards the award, you see, because I was doing case study for the wellness and resilience
Yes.
coaching skills, and then obviously I've entered your reflexology course,
Yeah.
and then suddenly things become, oh, this make perfect sense
Yes.
with the wellbeing room. So obviously doing case studies for your course as well,
Mm-hmm.
I have to say I was combining them two together.
Mm.
So, and that was very powerful. So then the benefit of the wellbeing room where I had wellbeing conversations, and then sometimes people were asking me like, oh, I've got pain here. Because when you're doing reflexology, as you know, people like talking.
Oh, yes, they do.
And the other way around, when you're doing the coaching, they say, and then they sometimes express, I've got physical pain here, there, anywhere. And then with hands reflexology, oh, press here, press there, sort of teaching them as well for the self relief.
So just to clarify, you have created a holistic wellbeing room in an NHS hospital,
Yeah.
and you are also giving reflexology to NHS staff in
Well,
this wellbeing room.
that is a yes, but you're supposed to drop me in. No, I'm giving taster when they're really, really feeling unwell.
Right.
However,
Yes.
that help with the stress, and
Yeah.
sometimes people don't go off sick; they continue the day.
Yes.
So yes, but obviously this is not my official
Oh, good
work
grief.
within
No,
the
no, no, no,
NHS.
no. This is,
But
yeah.
supporting, I always will support my students and the staff with well-being. So that's why the room was there. Anyway,
Also, just to clarify, when you're talking about students, this is students who are training to be operating staff?
yes, they operate in department practitioners
Yeah.
and nurses, paramedics, midwives come in, everyone really come to the placement.
Okay.
But my main group of students are operating department practitioners, so is aligned health professionals.
Lovely.
So Joe was aware of everything I was doing. However, on the coaching course, there was a module that I had to pick a few complementary medicine and things like yoga to help with stress or breath work. And you had to do this for a couple of weeks to see how you feel, what makes the difference,
Mm-hmm.
and write a reflection on this. So within that, I've tried reflexology, yoga, and the breath work. So, and then I could see the difference and what it does to your body when
Mm-hmm.
you experience stress. And as you can tell, I was under a lot of stress.
Just slightly with that big diagnosis. Absolutely.
However, again, the coaching with the resilience skills helped me to basically deal with this.
Yeah.
And writing the reflection, it prompted me that combining them all is the best thing. And to approach the person holistically, so the body, mind, and spirit. And there is no, you can't run away from it. You have to treat the whole person, not just one part. So then,
This is actually a huge statement from someone who works within the NHS. It's a massive statement when you think about it, isn't it?
but I do believe that that's my,
Yeah.
you have to, because, I've seen in my time a lot of patients coming through theatre, and the way they approach on the day going for surgery, for example, so the mental state will affect the way they wake up, the
Oh,
way
yeah.
they recover, and the way they will heal. So
Yes.
there is no question. This is, yes, I'm standing by the statement, but obviously the research and many before us have shown this is the way to approach
Yeah.
healing.
Yeah.
So Jo was aware about everything I was up to. And also with my case studies, she could see the result, because I was actually doing case studies on some staff within the department, and the difference we're making to the daily work, to running team, managing teams, communication. And that's what I think led to the award, that she really recognized what I was doing despite the situation I was in. And I think that was the reason she nominated me.
So did you know you didn't know that you were going to win this award even when you went to London?
No, I was only shortlisted, and that was, well, being nominated, being accepted and shortlisted, that was success for me, anyway. But I did not really think that I would win, not from that amount of people. And the people from, even from Kuwait, right? They were like from all over the world, from America, from everywhere. And being in a kind of environment of, scientists that do absolutely amazing work. And it was like, wow, I'm very rare, get speechless.
This is very, very true, ladies and gentlemen. Ivona was very, very good at putting a point across in class. I think that's the
Thank you for putting this politely.
Brilliant. So this has now given you the opportunity to have met real movers and shakers in the world of health, not just in complementary therapies, but in accepted forms of healthcare as well.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
and are you going to be able to capitalize on any of this? You're going to be able to move things forward in other places?
Shall we say I've got the big hope and I've got little idea?
Your little ideas are never little, Ivona.
Well,
Put it like this, ladies and gentlemen, I do know there is something in the pipeline that is going to be for another episode of Wednesday's Reflexology Wisdom.
Yeah.
This is going to be quite exciting times. Hopefully, if all of the pieces fall into place, there's going to be quite something interesting coming up, isn't there?
I hope so, particularly when I promised myself I'm not taking any more projects. Yes.
So now that you've won this, you were the outright winner, I believe.
Yes. So you see, I took my husband with me as well. Mm-hmm. So he was sitting next to me and Jo was sitting next to Simon, and they were really excited and I was like, just stop it, because I don't want to disappoint you both. And, that sort of thing. And they were very, and when you kind of hear things, but you don't, you kind of, everything's shutting down a little bit. So when this was announced, the lady said, oh, this was 800 nominees, but there was, I know this because they told me, because I couldn't even, remember what was said. But there was no doubt this award should have gone and is going to someone who, and she was prolonging. I'm thinking, it could be anyone, could be anyone.
And you never recognize it when it's about yourself either, do you?
Absolutely. And when she was continuing saying that this person do a lot of work within the field of, so it was very mystery kind of way.
Yeah.
And have made already a lot of changes.
Yes.
And then she said my name. I was like, and they were like, it's you. And I was, oh yeah. So my legs were really jelly and I had to go towards the little stage and to receive the award, and everything was like, I don't know, everything was like you locked in this jar, so you hear the noises, everything, but you absolutely wow. And then you see all these people sitting there. So it was kind of very big moment. And I said to Simon, what did I say? Because you had to say, obviously. And he said, don't worry, you ticked all the boxes, because I was so worried. What did I say? Because you don't
Ivana,
hear
all I will say,
yourself.
it's richly deserved. It really is, because with your cancer diagnosis midway through the course, with all the things that you have faced, and with all of the wonderful energy that you have got for developing this well-being room at the Kent and Canterbury Hospital, I think this is such a richly deserved award. It really, really, really is. You're phenomenal. You absolutely are.
You.
Now that you've won this, is this going to be something that you can capitalize on? Are you going to be able to, sort of develop anything with this?
Well, so we're not going to talk about the pipeline, sort of what, because I don't want to jinx it.
No,
Because
no,
there's a
no.
lot of work to go to and nothing official yet.
Okay.
But I would like to obviously use this in a way to help me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, as you know, I'm practicing myself with the coaching. I also do Reiki and other things, but together with my husband, we created Hawkinge Holistic Health and Complementary Medicine Clinic.
There we go, everybody. You heard this. If you want to go and get a brilliant treatment, including reflexology, of course, go to Hawkinge Holistic Healthcare Clinic.
Yes. And where thank you for that. No, so obviously this showing, do you know what? I think this is more for reminding me how powerful is the holistic approach and practice. And I can already see when people come to us, because my husband also does other therapies. He does which I tell you, when I married him, that was the best well-being plan I have signed up for.
Oh, brilliant.
Because obviously he does yoga, not here, but in community center. He does breath work, which this is what I needed through my diagnosis. He does manual lymphatic drainage, particularly for cancer patient, and for cancer patient massage. So it's all coming together. And I think, again, winning this award reminded me, and I see when people coming out from here, how powerful it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
To do the mind, body, and spirit. There is,
Yes.
You can't separate it. There will be something missing. So yes, I'm hoping that I can, particularly that, wow, what can I say about Complementary Medical Association? They fantastic. They're really fantastic, and they look after me as well. So, and they offer so many things, and obviously CPD programs and courses, which I have to keep my hands off at the moment because I've got loads of things to do.
You've got plenty to do.
Yes. But there is loads of tempting,
Yeah. So you would recommend this as an association to join for people that are interested in finding out what else is out there, what other support there is, because of course the AOR is absolutely fabulous for reflexologists, but this offers many, many more avenues to explore, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And they organize great networking events. And like I said, loads of different courses and CPD courses and, long-term courses. And they're just lovely people. And, the healing and the health is around kind people. So it's creating around kindness. And that's what they are.
Yep.
They really are. And I mean, every practitioner I think I've met even yourself, we are kind people.
Yes. And in fact, that's the thing. We should be by nature, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Because we know we have that caring attitude. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. So
So going a little bit backwards when you said like the statement I've made working from, for NHS and it's coming from me because, well, I want to make it my mission really that to teach the habit of the staff and the student to learn how to look after themselves.
yeah,
Because as we know, message to myself, we can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah. But it's so important these days because we are so busy, we are so short, and it's so important to look after ourselves. And it's not selfish because a lot of people are like, oh, and we think we're super women and supermen because we're working for the health and we're providing health. No, we need to look after ourselves first so we can look after others.
that is an excellent analogy for everybody to remember, that you cannot pour from an empty cup. I think that's such a good statement, Ivana. It really, really is. And we do need to remember that if we're not looking after ourselves, we're then not in a good position to look after our clients. So it is common sense, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But, we don't follow sometimes common sense.
Oh, no, this is true. Life gets in the way and stuff happens, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ivana, it has been a delight talking to you. Last question. So if there was somebody that had a student, they were wanting to get them on this shortlist, do you know how your other tutor got this done?
Well, she contacted the CMA and they do every year, I believe, nominations.
Right.
And depends which category, because there's plenty of categories, not just students. There is for practitioners, for suppliers, for loads. Best thing is to get onto the CMA website and
put that nomination in.
Yes, you can nominate yourself as
then.
well.
Easy as that. Brilliant. Ivana, it has been a delight. It's been an inspiration chatting to you about this. I'm so pleased for you that you've won this award. And basically, I mean, this really, really does show you are now one in thousands. Because you've won this over the top. I mean, of just the 800 nominations, and then you think of all the hundreds and hundreds of other students that weren't nominated. This is just phenomenal, absolutely amazing. It really, really is. So well done, you.
Thank you.
It couldn't have happened to a better person.
Oh.
And if you want to have a great treatment, you go and see her at Hawkinge. I can recommend her personally, because Ivana has worked on my feet as well, and she's bloomin' amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Okay, so everybody stay well, stay safe, and see you next time on another episode of Wednesday's Reflexology Wisdom. Bye-bye.
Bye.